Graduates and guests, may we have your attention, please? Convocation is about to begin. If you have a mobile device or pager with you, please turn it off or silence it during the ceremony. Thank you for your attention and congratulations. If able, please rise.
We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. We're also grateful to have the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our scholars who graduate today. On their behalf, let us express gratitude for the support of their families and friends, and for the faculty and staff who have guided them in their pursuit of knowledge. Whatever our traditions, let us reflect as we proceed through the convocation ceremony on the many years of effort, sacrifice, and success that have brought us to this time of celebration. In concilium Universitatis Torontonensis vocati sumus. Graduates, please remain standing. All guests, please be seated.
Insignissimi cancelari, presento tibi hosce scholares, ut admentanto ad gradus varios. Testorque eos coad omnia quae, statuta requirunt aptos idoneus esse.
Ad profectum huius provinciae, huiusque magnae patriae, et ad profectum omnium nationum, omnibus in terris conjunctarum, ego, ex auctoritate mihi et toti universitati commissa, admitto vos ad gradus varios, quorum jura vobis do, et peto, quoque ut omnia conficiatis munera, quae ad illos gradus pertinent.
Please be seated. My name is Melanie Wooden, and it is my great privilege to serve the University of Toronto as Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Science. And today I have the additional privilege of assisting Professor Marcus Stock, Principal of University College, in conducting this convocation. The university is an institution with deep historical roots and many enduring traditions. Among those is our use of the language of the medieval university in today's wonderful celebration. For those in attendance who, like me, are less than fluent in Latin, a translation may be helpful. For my part, I said, "Most distinguished Chancellor, I present to you these scholars that they may be admitted to the various degrees, and I bear witness that, as far as all things which the statutes require, they are fit and suitable." Much more significantly, from the standpoint of the graduating class, Professor Stock then replied, "To the benefit of this province, this great country, and to the worldwide community of nations, I, by the authority vested in me and in the whole university, admit you to your various degrees, grant to you the rights, and ask of you the responsibilities of doing all those things which pertain to those degrees." And so, as my first order of business, I am delighted to salute you, the graduating class of 2022 from University College. That's it. You're done. Warmest congratulations. I would also like to bid a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us here in historic Convocation Hall. It's wonderful to be able to celebrate the first in-person convocation season since November 2019. Graduates, today the University of Toronto is formally recognizing your hard work, your accomplishments, your perseverance, and this milestone. And speaking of perseverance, you have successfully completed your program in extraordinary and challenging times. And today's celebration is all the more meaningful for it. Each of you, as a member of the graduating class, is joining an extraordinary family of University of Toronto alumni. They number over 600,000 in more than 190 countries around the world. They are the university's living legacy and our greatest ambassadors. U of T alumni serve in leadership roles in every corner of the globe and in every walk of life. They are prime ministers, justices, scholars, authors and community and business leaders, scientists, and professionals of every description. Their endeavors have shaped the world we live in and the way we understand that world. We have no doubt that the University of Toronto's high international standing can be attributed to generations of dedicated and very talented faculty and staff members, but we also understand that this reputation has been built by our alumni, a group that now includes each and every one of you. So to the graduating class, let me say thank you. Thank you for your contributions to the university while you were a student, and thank you for what you will do as members of Canada's largest, and I believe most distinguished alumni community. And one more word of thanks is in order. I'm sure all graduates share a sense of gratitude to the friends and family members who have helped bring them to this special day. And so I would ask that you join me and the platform party in thanking them with a vigorous round of applause. Let me continue with a request. One of the distinguishing features of our convocation is that graduates come forward individually to be recognized. So once you've come and had your moment here in the spotlight, you're then going to leave the stage around the red carpet, exit out the door and around the hall, and at that point, you'll turn left and quietly re-enter the hall as your peers continue to be recognized. In light of this, I encourage each of you to think of the very last person who will be on this stage. I believe it will be Alexia Rose Mancella. Could you please stand up? So I'd ask each graduate to remember Alexia will have her moment in the spotlight and give her that special moment as well. Finally, in light of the ongoing health and safety concerns regarding the pandemic, we remind all individuals present that the University of Toronto mask requirement is still in effect until the end of June, and that you must wear a properly fitting mask throughout today's ceremony. Similarly, we will forgo the traditional handshake, but promise a friendly wave of acknowledgement as you pass by the stage. Thank you for your understanding and assistance, and once more, warmest congratulations. It's now my pleasure to introduce today's Convocation speaker, Ms. Florince S. Narine. Born and raised in Toronto by a large Caribbean family, Ms. Narine is a double alumna of the University of Toronto with a BA from University College and an MBA from Rotman. She has held several progressively influential roles in investment management and currently serves as head of Canadian Institutional Solutions at AGF, Canada's oldest family-founded independent investment manager. She is also dedicated to giving back to the community and is a strong advocate for mental health. Among other roles in community service, she is the Canadian chair of Made of Millions, a global advocacy nonprofit on a mission to change how the world perceives mental health. Please welcome Ms. Narine to the podium.
Members of the Chancellor's procession, distinguished guests, friends, family, and to all of our graduates, good morning. It's both an honor and a privilege to speak to you today. To all our graduates, I gotta look like all the way around, sincere congratulations. You're the first generation in decades to face the type of unforeseen collective adversity that we saw over the last 2 years and come out on the other side, perhaps a bit battered, but certainly with an incredible accomplishment in hand. You're likely feeling a myriad of emotions and have dozens of questions. Questions like, where do I go from here? You'll figure it out. Was this all worth the hard work and sacrifice? Definitely. Did I really graduate? Yes, definitely, but I will guarantee you will have a reoccurring dream that the registrar's office will call you and tell you forgot an elective and you have to come back. It's just a dream. Everyone has them. Just wake up. You're in the right place. When I sat down to pull together my thoughts for today, I realized I couldn't tell you where you would go, as your experiences are going to be unique to you. Your ups and downs, your challenges, your successes are all going to be uniquely yours. But there are a few truths I thought I could share. There are some here today that are so clear and definitive on where they're going and what they're going to achieve. To you, outstanding. Drive forward, charge ahead bravely and boldly, and if you stumble, realize that's not a failure, but rather it might be the world trying to tell you something. Stop and listen. Maybe you're meant for something bigger and even more audacious. There are some here today that don't have it all figured out, and that's okay. I know that feeling all too well. I built an entire career of just figuring it out. But embrace the endless possibilities. Fall into things that bring you joy and consider ways that you can leave the world a better place than you found it. Know that life is truly in the journey. Wherever it takes you, you're meant to be there. Regardless of where you might fall in that endless spectrum of certainty, remember a few things. You're not alone. You're joining a vast and global community of alumni who are here to help, to coach, to listen. Simply reach out to us. You're allowed to change your mind. If you don't like where life is taking you, make different decisions. You're gonna fall down, you'll face disappointment, and once you stop ugly crying, because we all do that, grab hold of that moment. It will give you clarity and conviction. For most of you, consider this. You have been in school almost as long as you have been alive. Your entire career to this point has been learning. Don't stop learning, but slow down. Stop rushing. You've got decades ahead of you. Stop measuring your success based on what people around you are doing and succeeding at. Trust me, you're gonna get there wherever there might be when you're meant to get there. For a few of you, before walking these hallowed halls, you experienced much more life than others. Your journey here was incredibly hard. You sacrificed more than you thought you had to give. But now know you've got grit and tenacity, and if you can do this, you can do anything. Take a moment to breathe. For those graduates that might be leaving Canada to return home, I hope you take warm memories, that you take with you Canada's drive towards inclusivity, our willingness to agree to disagree, but above all, I hope you always feel welcome to come back. Our doors are always open. Graduating at this time in history is bound to provoke some anxiety, but you are a can-do class who I hope leave this university with a sense of purpose, empowerment, and optimism. For the last several years, you were students, today graduates, tomorrow alumni. Alumni that will discover new knowledge about global challenges we are seeking to understand. You are the promise of a new generation, regardless of your age, immensely talented, savvy, driven, and you have my every confidence that you will, in the work you do and the lives you lead, make the world a more just, sustainable, and well-governed place. And remember to pay it forward. You will never regret an act of kindness. I know you may feel powerless to make any change. You're just one person, but I challenge that thinking. In small ways, you can make big differences. Give your voice to those that cannot speak for themselves. Give your time to those that feel ignored. Give a smile to someone who's just having a bad day. It will change lives. I leave you with this. I was reminded of something my grandmother would say. She was a very stout, robust, jolly woman whose parents died on a Caribbean-bound indentured slave ship decades and decades ago. She was adopted by another family on that ship that were kind and giving, but didn't have the means to send her to school. She never learned to read or write or math. She was incredibly smart, but she knew that education was the key to unlocking endless possibility, and she would often remind me and my 21 cousins, yes, there's a lot of us, that they can never take it from you, and education is what she meant, and she was right. You walk out of here today not just with a degree, but with something inalienable, and now it's up to you to do something meaningful with it. I would wish you luck, but you don't need it. You deserve to be here. You have what it takes. You're going to do great things. I know it. Thank you and congratulations again.
Professor Stock, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates from University College who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Science. Ali Abdolizadeh. Setare Aga Mohammadi. Zain Ahmed. Leila Ahmed. Moliza Noel Albanese. Bakiza Al-Khalili. Maya Aisha Allen. Aliyah Ali. Ismail Atandij. Maria Athanasopoulos. Chajin Ba. Hannah Beg. Victoria Baker. Adnan Faris Hussein Baksh. Geneviève Hilary Beauregard. Redina Bete. Sumit Bhopal. Julia Elena Bianchi. Anika Sophia Manio Bihis. Dalton Patrick Julian Bordieri. Ashley Brink. Christopher Russell Brown. Aaron Lindsay Bugby. Sija Tsai. Jean Ru Tsao. Shu Ri Tsao. Rebecca Maria Carvalho. Evan Russell Kasim Thompson. Joshua Daniel Cernelia. Veronica Julie Marie Chabot. Amir Parsa Charchi. Kunal Chola. Fu Chin Chen. Jean Chen. Hui Chin Chen. Oya Chen. Sichi Chen. Andrew Jiwi Chun. Jiawei Chu. Joel Cho. Joanna Chung. Nathan Reed Clifford. Eric John Fornazier Conena. Victoria Christina Corneau. Larissa Marie Cox. Augustina Sophia Crespi. Julia Tsiek. Alexander Francis Daigle. Frances Margaret Daleon. Amanda Julene DeConnick. Elizabeth Jean DeConnick, Ariel Monet DeGiorgio, Aries James Delica, Jaren Demirji, Sunanjot Kaur Deol, Oliver Joseph Dessa, Zoe Kayla Dimoff, Mei Wen Ding, Chung Eun Dong, Riley James Dow, Zara Elizabeth Drake, Tianin Du, Conrad Hendrick Dyke, Brennan Lawrence Ivers, Mariam Khaled El Sayed, Stuart Isho, Liam James Esliger, Manur Fatima, Hannah Katerina Fleisch, Chloe Elizabeth Fortune, Adit Vikas Gajar, Jackie Gan, Alan Feng Gao, Marco C.H. Gao, thank you, Shai Jenis, Arman Gamsari Esfahani, Fariz Shah Ghazali, Yufei Gong, Yevgenia Gorobets, Mikhail Mulya Gunawan, Elida Gunduz, Carol Guo, Siddharth Gupta, Nathan Gurin Smith, Selina Zainab Hafizi, Netta Halevi, Jasmine Putri Hanjaya, Ethan Hargrove, Anirudh Hari Baskar, Stephanie Ha, Nathaniel James Hain, Alexandra Nicole Hernandez, David Edward Hines, Vamanadev Upendra Hiralal, Casey Lauren Hun, Chun Hao Hong, Emily Ann Hoover, Yue Ran Hu. Han Jing Huang. Michael Huang. Chan Chan Huang. George Huang. Truman Hung. Liridona Isai. Cameron Dorian Iturralde. Ghazi Shadman Jareen. Jae Yun Jong. Dong Lin Jong. Huang Wei Zhang. Xiaoke Jiang. Zihan Jin. Zihao Jin. Chen Yong Jing. Mariam Jizini. Demeter George Uras. Alicia Kad. Jermaine Joseph Kamunga. Marion Hee-Ju Kang. Catherine Aspazia Carababas. Shri Kajuria. Omar Khalil. Barea Shafiq Khan. Ritu Khan. Yukta Kandagale. Aditi Ketwal. Soichiro Kikuchi. Ho-jung Kim. Natalie Karolina Kluszczynski. Nai Lun Ko. Ling Yue Kong. Yini Kwang. Jayachandran Kumarasamy. Shubham Kundu. Brandon Sejung Kwak. Mark Kwak. Diana Lam. Nolan John Lam. Felix Lam. Byung Yup Lee. Denise Fong Hua Lee. Hie Jong Yi. Sung Hee Lee. Amanda Alessia Ferrara Leva. Andy Lee. Angela Royale Lee. Betty Pei Lee. Hauda Lee. Kristen Elizabeth Lee. Qinyuan Lee. Wei Chia Lee. Wen Shuo Lee. Xiaoqi Li. Yunfei Li. Jungsu Lim. Rachel June Lin Lim. Zhou Yen Lin. Zefeng Lin. Jijian Ling. Jadaksa Abirami Linga Iswaran. Cherry Wanya Liu. Shui Qing Liu. Yu Xuan Liu. Yu Xuan Long. Daniel Ding Lu. Victor Lu. Xu Yan Lu. Yipu Lu. Rishabjit Singh Luthra. Wing Yi Ma. Aliza Janelle de Guzman Maestrado. Rachel Ann Maglalang. Nuha Maliat. Sarah Manianis. Saiswaran Manoratan. Yu-Ji Mao. Braden Arthur Belvedere Martin. Julia Muriel McLennan. Maya Mehrotra. Josh Amar Mehta. Justin Mendoza. Kirsten May Mendoza. Kimia Mir Shokrai. Arina Matsakanian. Uroj Mosin. Alexia Rose Moniz. Jack Christian Montemuro. Jason David Moore. Jilam Mukherjee. Daniel Mull. Mariam Nagaria. Michael Nematolahi. Slagonia Nupen. Alexander Gai Ing. Trin Tao Nguyen. Jeffrey New. Pascal Okechukwu Oduoza. Yunkyo Oh. Amanda Umbricolo. Carolyn Christine O'Neill. Song Shan Oh. Zoe Melona Ovenden. Essine Uzbek. Wai Pak. Chi Tung Pang. Zhe Kai Pang. Sujin Park. Bhavya Patel. Isabel Cristina Pazos Cordero. Antonio Peche. Denaya Peniche. Annika Sylvia Perry. Carlo Petrucci. David Pham. Min Khoi Pham. Julian Kosaratnanatan. Laura Potvin. Mika Provost. Helena Yuchin Chin. Cherry Pui Hung Chuan. Sally Race. Aisha Gule Rashidi. Nicole Lorraine Rujimbal. Timothy Jordan Regis. Naomi Rousseau. Priyanka Roy. Kevin Ruan. Sal Ruchupot. Jack Ryan. Alyssa Yujong Ryu. Sophia Saeed. Farah Fatima Saeed. Kaivan Rakesh Saraya. Michelle Ann Sarmiento. Emma Elizabeth Schur. Sophia Scola. Zaina Sefan. Shuvika Muharaj Sivaratnam. Honesty Sanes. Yunji Se. Salman Shazad. Gaurav Sharma. Ao Shun. Abdullah Yusri Sharif. Hao Shi, Melanie Shimoff, Ellie Shin, Sheikh Farhad Siddiqui, Antra Singh, Fei Yi Tini Siu, Garrett Walker Smith, Jun Soo Sun, Nick Strancha, Chung Lin Su, Yu Bin Su, Ronesh Sukdeo, Ilona Suleimanova, Teresa Sun, Mingyuan Sun, Wedan Omar Abdullah Taha, Ellen Faminta Tamblin, Yuk Ling Tan, Hao Jian Tong, Michelle Tong, Tianyi Tong, Serena Tapar, Jordan Edward Thompson, Brittany Bo-Ying Tian, Victoria Tasevsky, Elsa Tumé, Yao Shun Tsai, Wendy Bowen Tsang, Kelvin Hoi Hei Tse, Elita Sviditskaya, Arthur Tong, Vinayak Tuteja, Julia Victoria Tichonovich, Stephen Joshua Utama, Mujan Varshue Tabrizi, Angelica Jasmine Vidal, Hei Sheng Wang, Jia Yu Wang, Jinfeng Wang, Kenny Wang, Meng Yun Jasmine Wang, Rija Wang, Shirley Wang, Shuqin Wang, Shuiqi Wang, Yida Wang, Teresa Weckworth, Anthony Kinyan Wang, Sonia Wu, Charlotte 1. Le Chin Shing. Christine Yinglan Shu. Ivy Yiji Shu. Victoria Yuwen Shu. Haichuan Shui. Joshua Junhua Young. Rebecca Catherine Young. Joshua Yao. Wen Chin Ye. Tiffany Hui Tong Yi. Ashley Yim. Yan Chung Sylvia Yu. Jonathan Daniel Zach. Wenjuo Zheng. Chen Zhong. Jessica Claudia Zhong. Yingyi Zhang. Yihe Zhang. Xuanzhong Zhao. Jennifer Zhang. Junshan Zheng. Luman Zhong. Yuexiu Zheng. Zilei Zhou. Albert Zhu. Brian Jianyun Zhu. Xiaoyun Zhu. Yicheng Zhu. Angela Zolis. Candidate from University College who is being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Weihua Li. Candidates from University College who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Chloe Chung. Brandon Lee. Maria Lin. Lucas Chun Liu. Alexia Rose Mankella.
On behalf of the University of Toronto and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all of those candidates not here present to their degree in absentia.
As we conclude Convocation, I wish to thank all of you for your participation and patience. To the families and friends and to those of you in the procession, let me say thank you. You have made this a more memorable event for each member of the graduating class. I would like to thank Professor Marcus Stock for presiding over today's ceremony. And I wish to thank as well the many other colleagues and friends of the university who have participated in this convocation, whose names you'll find in the program. This year, the University of Toronto is proud to introduce a new and important ceremonial element to convocation. As you will have noticed, the Chancellor's procession was led by an eagle feather bearer. The eagle feather remained on the stage during the ceremony. This eagle feather was gifted to the Office of the President by elders of the 2017 entrustment ceremony for the report of U of T's Truth and Reconciliation Steering Committee. To many Indigenous cultures, the eagle feather is sacred because it flies closest to the Creator, delivering our thoughts and messages. The eagle and its feathers often symbolize respect, honor, strength, courage, and wisdom. As such, the eagle feather is an appropriate and meaningful addition to our convocation ceremonies. I now invite Professor Stock to bring today's ceremony to a close.
As I bring this convocation ceremony to a close on this your special day, I hope we will see you often in the years to come, and I invite you to stay connected. We will be very interested in your journey, and we know that you all will make an impact for the better in whatever path you chose. Concilium dimissum est.